Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise unto Yahweh Shimi Al Shai Bashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone and honest you brothers to be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. So this is gonna be a quick video, pretty much going into the into the markets, into the monetary system, and hopefully it's gonna be of edification. And what it is these elite banking families have long desired and have been aching to crash this economic system, and that's an important thing that they want to destroy. Okay, they want to destroy the economic system and bring about a new economic system that's going to be based around a cashless society. All right, you watch particular movies and particular TV programs. A TV program that I like, I don't know what the second season is going to be like, but the Altered Carbon, they show you pretty much a life and an environment devoid of cash. All right, they show you an environment, a society. That's a better word. Devoid of cash. Okay, now what this corona is going to allow these elite banking families to do, of which I'm not here to say whether it was a planned biological attack by way of the elite banking families. I'm not here to say whether it was coming directly from the mole side, because these things they go hand into hand, because ultimately, even if it was a thing of it's not a biological weapon, you still got to understand that the elite banking families are not unwise to take a good opportunity. Okay, when the opportunity shows up itself, these elite banking families are gonna endeavor to push their agenda forward. Okay, so in any event, their agenda of the elites is being heavily pushed forwards, and one of the things that they've been wanting to do for the longest is to chip everybody. And now we're moving into a time, and we're moving into into a situation where they got the environment to do that. All right, which is where this financial crash and this, that, and the third can play into it. Okay, so it says Britain's stock market has suffered its worst day since the 2008 financial crash, as shares plunged worldwide in fears of a global downturn. And I believe what had happened is that they switched on the Wall Street came in on a Monday. The trading started, and the whole market was down, which goes to show you that this thing ain't nothing but nonsense. All right, if you had a barter system where one piece of gold is equal to one goat, that system is always going to be the same, man. Okay, unless you got somebody that's giving unjust weights. But the Heavenly Father is against unjust weights. Okay, he's against fluctuating weights. And Esau's got a system out here pretty much where everything changes as he feels. But it also means that he can bring about this chip pretty much overnight. All right, they could bring about this chip pretty much overnight, man. They could say, you know what, today we're gonna crash all the economy, and we're gonna offer the people the RFID chip, and they're gonna say the benefit of the RFID chip is that you're not gonna have these transactions, these transactions being played out with cash, where you had people contracting the virus in the first place. Okay, so it says that Britain's stock has suffered its worst day since the 2008 financial crash, as shares plunged worldwide amid fears of a global downturn. And brothers were going into this, they were saying pretty much how the economy is going to be the worst affected by the coronavirus, because you got it to where shipments ain't being made. All right, the movement of goods is not happening. You don't got a situation where the fundamentals of business is occurring. That's not happening anymore. That's the good old days, right? This is a new day where the next thing that's going to be affected is the food resources. Okay, because you still got it to where people got to go out there and pick fruit, and they're going to go out there and pick whatever they're going to pick to make the food produce, and all those people are going to be affected by the corona, right? Here it is, we're only experiencing the so-called, in industry type stuff, the laptops and this, that, and the third. These are the things that people are saying, the market's going to go down. But what about the food? Okay, people are going to have to handle that food, and you got it to where you got quarantines. Here it is, you're gonna have quarantines out there in London. That's what they're probably proposing as a way to phase this corona out. But guess what? Okay, when you go to where you ain't got no movement of people, well, it's gonna be very difficult for people to move food to where you're gonna be at, man. And that's gonna be where the families are gonna come into it, because a family doesn't mean just the crop failed. Right, a famine can come by a multitude of means. Right, it says Wall Street suspended after 7% plunge. That's when they was trying to stop the thing from falling apart. Right, shares in America's tech giants have slumped today, and again, like I said, these tech industries are suffering because there ain't people working out there. But what about the food production? Okay. Shares in Apple plunged 7.9%, Microsoft, Facebook, Alphabet, again, all tech companies. But what about the food companies? All right, that's a thing that needs to be mentioned in there, because that's gonna be the next thing that's gonna be hit, man. All right. Today's sell-off will go down in the market history as a real shocker, along with these days to forget. All right, so that's what's happening out here, man. All right, that's what's happening out there. You got it to where this economy is starting to struggle as a result of this corona thing, man. All right. I mean, we'll see what the Heavenly Father does. So let me just get one precept, and then we call it quits. Okay, James 5:1, it says, Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that are come upon you. And that's what happened today. All of these traders were on the stocks today, and they have to weep because the market's changing direction now. Okay, it ain't on the up anymore; it's on the down. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat you up, eat up your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasures for the last days. Because guess what, man? All right, they've been making money on them stocks and this, that, and the third, but that was all by unjust means. And the Most High is going to crush this thing, because ultimately it goes back onto Yahweh Shemi Ashar. You say it's the least all we like, but it's the Heavenly Father that controls these men to do what they're doing. All right, and the Most High set it up that they was going to crash this system, and the men out there, the people out there on Wall Street, they're going to feel it, man. And so too are all the people of within the earth, unless you're a subsistence farmer. But how many of those people do you know? All right, so that's pretty much the video. With that, I'm going to say, all praise unto Yahweh, Shemi, Ashav, Hashem, Kakadash, double honors unto the apostles of great millstone, and honesty brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.